Chelsea Wolfe. Cali-based singer-songwriter and goth rock extraordinaire. She has wowed me with album after album after album of permeating, soul-piercing musical darkness. For me, she really reached her greatest height of brilliance with her 2015 LP, Abyss. An album which pretty much was an abyss of sound. And the tracks on here, amazing. They're doomy, they're heavy, they're distorted, they're crunchy. Iron Moon definitely bumps. It's interesting to note the stylistic progression of Chelsea Wolfe. While she always has had a bit of industrial flavour to begin with, that was quite noisy and loud. As of recent, I have noticed the movement towards a doom metal inspired sound, and on Spun, her newest album over here, she pretty much embraces this sound fully. Loud, lumbering, bassy riffs that stomp the ground as Wolfe wails from beyond the walls of despondent sound. It's an awesome musical aesthetic and is so consistently engaging with very, very few slip-ups, I would say. Assisted by guitarist Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age and Failure fame, and even featuring Jess Gowrie from Happy Fangs on the drums. And let's not just gloss over the fact that the production here is helped out by a Mr. Kurt Ballou, known for producing many loud and extreme albums, as well as being a part of the band Converge. He actually produced that End On album that I reviewed earlier this year. These guys have plenty of presence on the album, and fronted by star of the show, who is obviously Chelsea Wolfe, they all collectively bring these odd hints of colour to this otherwise very bleak and desolate album. I see the occasional, but it all sounds the same argument coming into play here, but it honestly really doesn't. At least not if you're giving it a good, focused listen. You'll find that this thing has plenty of distinctive songwriting for each track. For instance, the more lowbrow and wispy dynamic of Offering, or maybe the folky acoustic guitar that plucks its way into the penultimate track, Two Spirit. And even if it's more of an interlude than anything, I like how freaky and screechy the beginning of Welt is before it just kind of shrinks into a subtle piano cut during its second half. Or the precise moment at 1 minute 46 seconds on the track Twin Fawn, which just about made me shy to thyself. I love that even with the very consistent sound of this album, Wolfe still finds ways to sneak up on you, or continue to weave together this incredibly engaging and impenetrable world, from the doomy metal sound she's adopted, to her vivid and verbose lyrics, plus the ethereal and ghostly way in which they are delivered and mixed into each track. She spins yarns of dread and lust and passion and fate and the world at large. With tracks like 16 Psyche and the urgent and almost post-rock-ish The Culling and the monstrous Vex featuring growly, terrifying vocals from Aaron Turner, known from the band Isis. Then concluded with the galloping rhythm on the final track Scrape, also with its repulsive, seemingly angered lyrics. This Chelsea Wolfe album is not something to miss for those who want to satisfy that dark, Gothic itch. This is definitely a metal highlight from an artist who is not exactly a metal artist, but has been making a move towards that sound, and it's absolutely brilliant, I have to say. Honestly, for me, this is a solid 8 out of 10.